Ladies and gents, welcome back. If you're enjoying these videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel and be sure to tune into the live streams. More about that at the end of the video. Right now, Canadian news outlets are having a hard time finding things to talk about. Not that there's not things to talk about, it's just that there's not a lot on the official what they're allowed to talk about list. So they're going after the things that they can. This from CTV News kills me. Transport Canada is investigating whether a flight into Ottawa during a convoy protest breached vaccination rules. That's right, ladies and gents. A protest practicing civil disobedience is being investigated by the CTV News on whether they practiced civil disobedience. You can't make this up, folks. We have here from Gandolfia the Grey, thou shall not pass. Let's see what she has to say.
One COVID rule is still universal. To get on a plane, you need to be vaccinated. So the fact that a few convoy protesters may have dodged that directive is now under investigation. CTV senior...
That's exactly it. It's under investigation whether or not it happened. Not that it happened. Oh, it's too much. Yes, civil disobedience. Did they skirt rules in order to disobey the rules? Find out more from CTV.
Your political correspondent Glenn McGregor with the exclusive details.
Exclusive.
Most protesters who joined the so-called Freedom Convoy arrived in Ottawa after a grueling highway drive, but a small number had an easier trip on a private chartered aircraft. CTV News has learned that Transport Canada is now looking into whether a flight to the capital with protest supporters aboard breached rules requiring most air travelers be vaccinated.
Rules that require most travelers. So most travelers would say not all travelers. We're wondering if maybe they broke a law that, or a rule, not a law. Sorry, maybe they broke a rule that may apply to them. CTV investigates.
Transport Canada has been made aware of the incident and is following up with the air operator to ensure compliance, the department said in a statement.
That statement right there is a typical statement that you get from any agency that you're like, I'd like to file a complaint. Okay, we'll get back to you on that. Thanks. It's at the top of our list of priorities.
The department said in a statement. At a bail hearing last month for protest organizer Tamara Leach, her husband Dwayne told the court he'd come to Ottawa aboard a private jet. But according to another passenger on the flight, Leach was mistaken.
I can tell you right now that that plane was not a super powerful private jet that propelled us through space and time to get there in luxury.
Chad Eros is an accountant from Saskatchewan who helped coordinate GoFundMe donations to the convoy. He said he arranged for a small twin turboprop to bring a team of lawyers to help the protesters.
They didn't even know how they were going to get out to Ottawa because lots of them weren't vaccinated. So I know of a chartered plane.
In fact, Transport Canada says the mandate applies to passengers on charter flights too. Eros described a flight path with multiple stops that corresponds to the route taken by a Beech King Air turboprop that flew from Calgary to Edmonton.
I just want to take a moment to say, look at the energy they've spent and the money probably to find out if somebody skirted a rule that, and we'll find out at the end of the video. Is the rule like jail time? Is this like, is this a really big bad rule that they've broken? Let's find out.
Edmonton to Medicine Hat, where Dwayne Leach lived, then to Saskatoon and a detour to Regina, where Eros boarded, before heading to Winnipeg, Thunder Bay, and finally Ottawa. The operator of that aircraft, a company in Peace River, Alberta, would not respond to multiple requests for comment from CTV News.
Not responding to comment is a thing that they always write in there. If somebody didn't get back to them, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll put it on an email like 5 minutes before the article came out, or even a day before. It'll end up in your spam box, and then you get this. They didn't get back to us horribly. Didn't respond to us. But yeah, I digress. Let's see how bad this crime was.
After being released on bail, Leach left Ottawa for Medicine Hat in a pickup truck not on a private plane. The potential penalties for breaking the vaccine mandate run as high as $5,000 per passenger and $25,000 for the air carrier that flies them. Glenn McGregor, CTV News, Ottawa.
So let me get this straight. CTV News paid more to investigate this than the criminal charges would have been if and only if given they actually broke the rules. Now, this is BJ Dichter. He is one of the co-founders of the Freedom Convoy and one of the organizers of the original GoFundMe. He's been interviewed on Viva Fry. He was interviewed with Jordan Peterson. He's been interviewed on Tucker Carlson and stated clearly that he is vaccinated. He's not anti-vax. He's anti-mandate. And these are the people who were involved in the initial thing. So if they flew lawyers out, I can't make any assumptions on their vaccination status, but that's what CTV is doing currently. They're currently making accusations insinuating accusations based on no evidence. They don't have any evidence that these individuals, in fact, were unvaccinated. They just know that there was a charter flight, and only they got wind of it based on a speech that was made, and then they're looking into it. So this is just a giant joke of the clown news media that we have here in Canada. I thought I'd let you guys enjoy that. Back to the stream. So every Friday, I like to put on a stream covering all the news articles that I couldn't get into, or stories that maybe we can get into more depth to. So every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, check your local listings. I will be live on this channel. Make sure the little notification bell is rung so you get the notification when I do go live, and we can all enjoy that together. Anyhow, we'll see you in the next one, and keep on trucking.